Hey everyone, welcome to the Escape Pod. I am Sal.
And I'm Josiah.
And I'm Nathan.
And we're still talking about trailers. This time we're talking about Marvel. And we're going to start with Marvel's television section. So first off, guys, it's not on the list, but who's hyped for Ghost Rider and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
I am not.
I might actually prefer the Nicolas Cage movies if they end up doing it.
I remember
honestly, putting him in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. first is the worst idea
it's so
ever.
bad. So if anyone wants to know, we hate Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. here at the Escape Pod. We think it's a terrible show, poorly written, poorly acted. It was such middle of the road, meh, that I couldn't watch it anymore. And then once you watch the Netflix stuff, it's like it's such an insult. But yeah, so they got Ghost Rider. If anyone doesn't know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 3. Is it season 3 or 4? I forget which one.
I think it's 4.
They come out so fast because they just pump them out like candy. Because they write one draft really fast in like a coffee shop and they throw it over to Jetta Whedon and he's like, whatever, stamp, give us my money. They don't really think about it. They shoot it in like 10 days, and you can tell. It's
Colson keeps saying.
Sal, did you read my notes? That was surprisingly bitter.
Nathan, typically we're on opposite sides, but today we're like succinct on this subject.
We're pretty united on this.
Reunited
and it feels so good. That's the first time I ever joined in on that, because I was always on the other side.
Milestones everywhere for the Escape Pod.
So guys, if you don't know, in this new season, the teaser came out. And it's like the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. logo, then it's all fiery, then the Ghost Rider symbol shows up, and it's like, oh shit. So here's the thing about this. Not only do I not like the Ghost Riders in this show, tonally and everything, it doesn't make sense for him to be on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. If I was watching, like, I don't know, the Daredevil trailer, and then it went to Ghost Rider, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, you know where he really belongs? In a Doctor Strange movie.
Oh my god.
Like, or on fucking Netflix.
Yeah, like do a Ghost Rider solo series. That would be fucking badass.
He doesn't, but not Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Do you want to know why? Because he's gonna have his flame skull for one scene in one episode.
Oh god,
because it's gonna cost too much money.
Yeah.
I will say, playing the ultimate devil's advocate, like the most strenuous connection I could make where this makes remote sense. There was a Ghost Rider villain on one episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, but there's Hulk villains on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and he doesn't show up. You want to know why? Money.
What about Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Would any of you be a part of that show?
But he was on the big screen first. That and after the 2 Nick Cage movies, no one cares enough about Ghost Rider.
I'm hoping that Ghost Rider's actor does a good enough of a job, and we as a community bitch so much that they just move him over to Netflix. That season 3 ends and Ghost Rider's like, you know what, I'm gonna go to New York, and they're like, okay, hopefully nothing bad happens there, and then he shows up in the Defenders, and I'm like, cool. But because let me say, there have been connections between Netflix and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. before. The first one being Matt Murdock was in the same orphanage as the main character of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Sky or whatever.
God.
Oh.
And the person that Battle and Jack Murdock fights shows up in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh.
So there's connections. They're connected.
Okay.
Put Ghost Rider... have him show up at Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., whatever. See if the actor's good or not. And then if he is good... Here's my biggest thing.
Like Constantine.
Yes, Netflix steal him like Constantine.
Yeah.
I guess my biggest thing is that when all these heroes are announced, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Captain America, Iron Man, Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, Black Panther, all these heroes, whenever they're announced, everyone's like, whoa! Then they announced Ghost Rider, and it's like, guess Ghost Rider's here.
It's not even Johnny Blaze though. Like it's like the third Ghost Rider.
It's not. Hold the. I have to look this up.
No, it's not Johnny Blaze. It's like the third, like least well-known Ghost Rider because there was like Danny Keach, I think, was the second Ghost Rider or something.
Ooh.
Oh, so it's
like
season. It's season 4, by the way. How?
Yes.
I didn't even know season 3 happened.
Nobody did,
Ooh.
except Jed.
Nobody
Whedon.
should have.
Jed Whedon's bank account noticed.
You're right.
Yeah, we gave you like $500. Oh, good.
Robbie Reyes?
I don't know.
Who's
Yeah,
Robbie
Robbie
Reyes?
Nobody knows.
No one cares.
One
His
thing
first
is
appearance
the
was in
budget.
2014.
Oh God, that is so bad. He doesn't even have a history.
Yes.
This character is younger than the Marvel Cinematic Universe. What the fuck?
Oh my God, yeah.
It is.
Let me just say that I have one solution to the Ghost Rider budget thing. In the comics, at least, when Johnny Blaze, they're not going to do this, but because they'd be intelligent. But Johnny Blaze in the comics, when he gains complete control over the spirit of Ghost Rider, he can assume human form and basically just because like he can only be summoned, when evil's around.
Mhm.
But like he can channel it whenever he wants. Like he basically has a shotgun, and like he's almost. It's not that he's more powerful, but like when he unleashes Ghost Rider, he's out of control. But Johnny Blaze can control it, so he doesn't have a flaming skull, just a flaming shotgun. So they could have him like have control of the Spirit of Vengeance, and then when the Spirit of Vengeance gets really agitated or he unleashes it, that's when he like basically hulks out. But I don't think they'll do that.
I was just gonna say, like, if they have the guy who played young Johnny Blaze in the first Ghost Rider, I'd be okay with it. He seemed like a good kid.
He seemed like a good kid.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
But if it's not even Johnny Blaze, then what's the point?
Wow, that's amazing. So yeah, I guess just if I hope the actor does a good enough job to where he can save the character from being in a terrible show. Hopefully, even if he's poorly written, hopefully his acting and charisma will shine through, so that we can get him in other stuff.
If he's basically what Punisher turned out to be, like, yes, like, please, like,
The Dark
clean
Horse.
sweep the show and steal it for your
Save
own.
him. # save Ghost Rider.
Please, like, actually get this trending. Like,
Yeah,
please.
Yeah, everyone, right now, # save Ghost Rider.
Save Ghost Rider from what? Jed Whedon.
Jed Whedon.
Oh, we're
I feel
calling
like-
you out.
I feel like Jed Whedon is the Marvel equivalent to Uncle Googie. Like,
So next, we'll talk about Daredevil really quick, because
there's nothing.
so a teaser, like a 5-second teaser comes out where it's like blood splatters up, it makes the DD, and I was so happy.
And it lands on the 3.
And it lands on the
And it's like,
3. And it's like, yes. So basically, them saying, "Hey, we started pre-production."
Yeah, no. There's nothing really to be said. It's Daredevil, so it'll be good.
Daredevil. So
I loved hearing the theme.
Is
briefly.
Daredevil 3 going to happen before Defenders?
No, I don't think
No,
so.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Because Defenders, let's just get out of the way. The Defenders is basically like a compilation of all the other footage from all the other shows.
Yeah. So they do show Defenders. They showed like little bits of Daredevil, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones. They showed Alias. They showed a prison, which I think is going to be tied into what Luke Cage is up to. They had a thing. Who is Danny Rand? Not Asian. I'll tell you that much, bitches.
Ooh.
Because apparently that was
Is this the Doctor
controversy.
Strange thing?
Even though
Speaking of not Asian, later.
Yeah, later. Yeah, it's like Danny Rand's Asian. Well, it's like, well, you can just Google Danny Rand. Fuck you.
You think the 4 of you can save New York? You can't even save yourselves.
And then you have Stick talking, and he's like, "You think that a lot of you could save Hell's Kitchen?" And it's like, "Nope, you kids suck." And then
Basically, the speech he's been giving for 2 seasons of Daredevil.
yeah, and then it says "Defend" with all their logos, but in front of a hand.
Yeah.
Get it? Because a hand
Because the
symbolizes the Infinity Gauntlet, and that's what ties them into.
You just blew my mind. Can I just say?
Oh
that
no! Wait,
Daredevil
the hand
season
that
2
they've been building up. Oh, the hand. Shit.
building up as they destroyed like let me just say, in Daredevil season 2, the hand was the weakest part. Like, oh my god, the build up for them was so big, and they
What's
like
with
did
the hole?
They're summoning
Rise.
They're using blood to the whole thing with no, I won't spoil it, but the whole thing with Elektra and like what happens to her at the very end, I'm like, wow, that's I don't even know what that means. Yeah, but anyway, Defenders. I liked how it was all their logos making defense.
It's cool. And so let's talk about Luke Cage first, since it's the longer the one. It's one that's been built up the most.
Take my advice, brother. You should be out there helping people, like them other fellas downtown.
Reaper used to say the same thing.
Yeah, well, she was right.
We had another trailer.
Trailer-y.
We had a small trailer earlier, but now we have an actual kind of fuller one where it shows him actually doing things. We get an idea of what he's going to be doing in the show. We have a cool thing where this guy's talking to him about, like, you know, hey, why don't you be a hero like those fellas downtown? And it's like, I get it. We're connected.
What's really interesting, I'm really curious to see what Luke Cage is going to be like, because from what I've heard, it starts before Jessica Jones, and then it goes to after Jessica Jones.
That's interesting.
So I'm really curious, like, what was he like before, and how did Jessica Jones change him? When he's going in and busting everyone up,
So, like, really cool music, too.
to really cool music, by the way.
Shimmy Josh. I was like, I was listening to it, I was like, this is so fucking rad.
It was really cool. I just have a question. Why car door?
He didn't, listen, do you know how
Why?
expensive hoodies are?
Oh, okay.
It was mainly to save the hoodie.
Got up anyway.
Yeah, but he didn't want that. He had to try.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
When he got home and his buddy's like, oh, really? I thought you took the car door tonight. He's like, yeah, but...
He's new to this whole hero business.
Yeah.
Maybe he just needs, like, his own adamantium shield.
And-
I'm sorry, vibranium shield.
Yeah, he just didn't want to ruin a hoodie. That's it. That's what I took from
fair.
it. Also, because you don't want people thinking that... I mean, I kind of saw it as if anybody survived. It's like, well, he kind of was being the shit people with the car door.
Yeah.
No one could say, oh, we shot him and nothing happened. It's like,
okay, that's
it's
fair.
like we shot the car door.
But it still has. But he used the car door.
It's not a complete scene, Nathan. It's not. It's just random clips.
I mean, I assume he ripped the car door off of one of the thugs' cars, and it was like just an insult to injury.
Also, there's really cool kind of like Suicide Squad-esque music, like editing.
Yeah.
We're just kind of like walking to the beat, and then he hits the thing with the, it was really it's synced up nice.
You knocked down a few doors in the projects, and now you Harlem's hero. I'm just getting started.
They had a cool line where it's like, you can knock a couple doors down in the projects, now you're the hero of Harlem. And I was like, oh fuck. And
anyway, so Iron Fist.
Hello, Danny.
who is Danny Rand? Is Casca alive?
Is Casca alive? I don't know. I can't Google. I am so surprised I'm not drunk right now. Anyway, so Iron Fist.
Google.
Fuck. So I did not really, when they said, oh, hey, that guy who's Loris Tyrell, he's going to be Iron Fist, I was like, oh, okay.
I always kind of imagined Danny Rand kind of being taller and...
Yeah.
But honestly, seeing him just punch the fucking wall out, I was like, yeah, all right.
I did like the tone of it. It definitely seems like it's a pretty psychological, more, well, all of the Netflix shows are psychological, but it feels kind of like the Jessica Jones trailer a little bit.
Yeah.
Where, like, there's a disembodied voice saying, I know who you are, Danny. Danny's not here, Mrs. Torrance. Like, you know, like, there's this disembodied voice, and he's like, oh, God, I'm tormented. Like, it felt like that.
I know they're not going to do this, but, you know, because they're being dark and mature, and, you know, I get that, being complex adult stories, blah, blah, blah. I really want the regular Iron Fist like comics costume. Okay, like
Yeah.
my first introduction to Iron Fist was probably a really shitty game, but it was really fun when I was a kid. Spider-Man Friend or Foe on the Wii, and you like interact with a bunch of these different characters as Spider-Man. Then you get to play these characters, and one of these characters is Iron Fist, and he like is shown up as this dude that like can perfectly keep pace with Spider-Man, and like when he punches people, they fucking go flying. I'm like, wow, this is really cool. Like this guy is so cool. I know nothing about him. And then he pops up on Earth's Mightiest Defenders or Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the best Avengers TV series that has ever been made. But yeah, and I see him like butting around with Luke Cage, and I'm like, oh man, this is really, really cool. So then when I heard that Iron Fist and Luke Cage were going to be part of the Defenders, I was like, yes, like give me like downtown buddy cop superhero bit. Like this is going to be so cool. And I really wanted that fun Iron Fist with his cool green and yellow costume. But again, wishful thinking. I don't think they're going to do it. But
yeah, Daredevil, they got close.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
They're getting more comfortable with Daredevil. I think they have to introduce to him, and then they get more and more kind of like comic booky a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting how he's the only one of the Defenders who will not have actual powers. Like he technically does, but not really. The rest have like strength and.
Oh, but he sees the world on fire.
Yeah.
He's like the Ben Affleck one,
Oh god, I hate that scene so much.
I used to have that fucking monologue memorized because I liked that movie when I was younger, and I still love that movie.
Nathan, I want to see you go to an audition and then use that fucking monologue and see if anyone notices. That's from the Ben Affleck Daredevil.
I had acquired a type of super senses. It's like,
yeah,
yes.
But I'm hyped for Iron Fist. I'm hyped for more mystic Asian stuff that they kind of built up in Daredevil that they don't super touch on often.
No.
Madame Gao. I want more Madame Gao and Iron Fist.
Yeah, that's what I want.
I think that's going to be the connector, because since he's probably not going to be in New York for a lot of it, I don't think you can have Claire be your connector again.
No.
So I think they might have Madame Gao be the connection.
That would be awesome, because Madame Gao is really mysterious and
Madame Gao has that fucking like that push she just fucking
she fucks him up.
Dude, that was so rad. So I want that. I want like people, the person who taught Madame Gao, or even Madame Gao teaching Iron Fist.
It'd be like a Batman Begins thing where she's the Ra's al Ghul.
Did we just call Iron Fist? What?
Yeah. I mean, like everyone would know she's bad from the start, but she's more complex than she's just bad. You want to know what she's doing.
I love Madame Gao. She's so cool.
Madame Gao, her final villain?
Probably.
I can see it.
If it's not Stick.
Sticks and Stones.
Oh my god. But yeah, Iron Defenders, we here love the Netflix series. I think out of the MCU, the DCCU, the DC TV, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D, the everything. I think the Netflix stuff's my favorite stuff that's come out.
I will say,
not even just comic book stuff. I think just stuff in general. Like, fuck, it's so good.
Yeah, I will say, like, this, like, when Daredevil came out, it was a breath of fresh air for me for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because I'll be honest, after Phase 1, it goes... It
was pretty much Winter Soldier.
Yeah, pretty much Winter Soldier was the only good part of Phase 2.
Did you guys not like Guardians?
Oh, well, Guardians is a really fun movie.
It's a fun movie.
Like, I didn't think it was anything, like, groundbreaking. It kind of reminded me of Indiana Jones.
A little bit.
Where it's like, this isn't like a cinematic masterpiece, but it's not trying to be.
But you're going to remember it. Like,
yeah. But then there was like Iron Man 3 and Thor the Dark World and Ant-Man and Age of Ultron and... yeah. But then fucking Daredevil came out and I was like, wow, this is like as good as Iron Man was. Like, holy shit. And then Jessica Jones came out and I was like, oh, holy shit, they're 2 for 2. Like, what the fuck?
I think it's better than Iron Man.
Honestly, objectively, it probably is.
Also, I liked most of the Phase 2 films. Just for the honest to know.
Like I said, I'm not saying they're like I don't think they're necessarily
Thor Dark
bad.
World
I
was
think
kind
just
of
by
like,
then I'm kind of old.
Thor Dark World was just kind of like
Thor the Dark World is worth it for fucking
Anthony Hopkins. Yeah,
because he didn't give a fuck.
Anytime Anthony Hopkins doesn't give a fuck, you have to watch it. Anyway.
Yeah, but moving on to something I don't know jack fucking shit about.
Same.
Pretty well. I kind of know, but barely.
Just tell me what happened next.
Look, I don't know. It's fuzzy. You went off your medication.
Wake up.
Why?
We're just looking for the truth. Which you promised to tell.
So a while ago, after I think the success of Days of Future Past, the people who own X-Men Fox were kind of like, we're gonna do TV stuff now too, and we were all kind of like, huh, all right. And then we kind of didn't really hear anything about it, and I guess I might not have heard if they announced that it was gonna be Legion, but
Yeah.
this trailer just kind of dropped on me, and I think Josiah might have sent it to me where he was like, hey, check this out. I was watching it, and I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Because
Yeah.
for me, recently, before we watched Apocalypse, I don't know if the review's out yet, I didn't see any of the First Class movies because I was burned so bad by X3 and Wolverine. So I just stopped watching X-Men, and then just I was like, no, you should. So we watched the 2 First Class films and then the Wolverine, and I was like, wow, that's some good fucking cinema. And then, and then Apocalypse also impressed the fuck out of me. And then watching this Legion trailer, well, first off, it stars the guy from Downton Abbey, who's a really fucking good actor.
Yeah.
Who doesn't get cast in a lot of stuff. And also it has Audrey Plaza in it, who looks like really great too.
I told you they took her.
Sydney Barrett, the girl who disappeared.
She didn't disappear. She took my place, and I took hers.
Wait, what?
You want to know something? Again, trailer. We acknowledge here trailers can lie. What impressed me about this trailer
Trailers
was
should lie, I think, is the thing.
Yeah, well, they should lie. They shouldn't tell you the whole truth and nothing but the truth. But what I liked about Legion is that it doesn't feel like an X-Men movie. It doesn't feel like a Marvel movie. It feels like it should be like one of those Marvel Netflix shows.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got that tone and like that, and I think I'm gonna mention this with American Gods as well, where it's got that like weird, like really cool kind of like.
Well, you didn't because we haven't gotten to that yet, but yes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
What is that?
What is that? But like, it just watching the trailer was like, I'm really interested as to what the fuck is this guy's deal.
It was her power, I think. Can you explain that?
So is he crazy or?
Continue. He believes he's mentally ill. But he may be the most powerful mutant we've ever encountered.
Can we take a break? Please?
Of course. Let's take a break.
And like a lot of it takes place in one room, and you're like, oh shit! Like, this feels like this will. It felt like True Detective in that way, where it's like interviewing this guy, and he's like, oh, random shit about my life, and you're like, this is weird.
And like they're talking about how he's a mutant, and then it kind of has this kind of like really serious and like trippy, and then it cuts to kind of like lighthearted a little bit.
Stop. We can skip that part, unless you think it's relevant to.
No, we don't have to.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
With the yoga thing, which is so funny, where he's like, should we be talking about? Is this important? He's like, oh no, sorry.
What's really funny is like literally until we started talking about it, and I just checked. I thought this was part of the MCU.
No.
Because I know that they have plans to have another TV series that's not on ABC Family or Netflix. I don't know what it was though. Clearly not this. But yeah, so that's what like really shocked me was just like he's a mutant. I was like, what? You can't drop the M word in the MCU. Yeah. Like what?
Fox,
but now it makes more sense since it is not that. Yeah, it looks really interesting. It looks it looks so trippy, but
yeah.
Look at me. I know what I am.
What's that?
So
really interesting.
I'm reading the IMDb trivia, and the producer compared the series to Breaking Bad.
Ooh.
Okay. High marks.
It does. It kind of looks like, not going to spoil Breaking Bad too much. A little bit of spoilers for Jesse's character, when he's in the rehab clinic.
Yeah.
It felt like that.
Yeah.
Where he was recovering.
And he's in the meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like, which was some of the best scenes of Breaking Bad. I mean, to be fair, all of the scenes are some of the best scenes. That's fucking Breaking Bad.
But overall, it just looks really interesting.
It looks interesting. Yeah, I don't know what the plot could be. There's this idea that basically he swapped bodies with somebody.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Also, apparently this guy is Xavier's son.
What? Really?
Yes.
And this is canon. God. Wait. Like with Moira?
I don't know.
I'm guessing.
David Haler is the son of Professor Charles Xavier and Gabrielle Haler, who later became the Israel ambassador of the United Kingdom.
Okay.
That's from the Marvel wiki.
Yeah.
So we'll see if they keep that origin or if they keep it like a mystery.
Or if they swap it to Moira.
Yeah, that's just as easy. Like, that's probably what I would do if I was making it in the same universe.
If we get, like, Patrick fucking Stewart, like, showing up in, like, the season finale or something, and he's like,
shit.
Son. He's like, ah!
That would be the coolest shit.
I'd scream. I'd scream a lot.
Yeah.
I would probably freak the fuck out. This show, honestly, we might actually review it as it comes out, or the entire season once it's over.
Yeah.
I could see it.
But we were very intrigued. We don't know shit about it, and that's actually kind of interesting. It's actually really exciting.
I don't know what to expect.
To go in not knowing. Like, with a lot of shit that we're talking about, we go in with an idea. But with this, it's such a cherry picked out of the random, like, thing. And it's like, wow, really, you're doing that?
Yeah.
And then they show the trailer, and it's like the trippiest, weirdest, coolest thing. And you're like, yeah, I want that in my life right now. It looks good.
Speaking of trippy, Doctor Strange.
Oh shit, dude, that segue though. Did you see that shit?
I was gonna use that earlier.
I was preparing it. I was waiting for it.
Shit.
So...
Doctor Strange, you think you know how the world works? What if I told you the reality you know is one of many?
This doesn't make any sense.
Not everything does. Not everything has to.
Doctor Strange trailer 2. I don't know about you guys, but this one is kind of what... The first trailer, I was, like, intrigued, and it looked pretty good. Yes. This one kind of clinched it for me that I think I'm going to like the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, I think people know I go into every film with this, like, I'm going to like this movie, with a hopefulness. But a good fucking trailer will really sell it for me, and this really fucking sold it for me. It looks trippy. It looks great. It's got some fun stuff to it. It's got some weird stuff to it. It looks great. We finally get to see the villain, who is Mads Mikkelsen, who is fucking death and pain. And I'm like, oh fuck.
He's a fucking badass. I love him.
Yeah, and wonderful. Like I feel like at the very least, it's gonna be like a very fun movie. Like, just everything the trailer shows, it's so visually...
Yeah.
Through the mystic arts, we harness energy and shape reality. We travel great distances in an instant.
How do I get from here to there?
How did you become a doctor?
Study and practice, years of it.
Unique, and like it very much so draws your attention, which is what a trailer is supposed to do, but it's done so well. The one thing that I'm a little shaky on, and again, this is probably something we'll touch on later with certain other fantasy movie, but one of the main characters, who is like Doctor Strange's spiritual guide.
We're talking about this?
Briefly.
I like how this whole session's been Nathan bringing up stuff that I would normally bring up, and it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's stuff that I heard about, and I was like, that kind of annoys me.
Hey, we haven't talked about Into Darkness yet. Then we'll have a huge discussion.
So, there's this spiritual guide to Doctor Strange. I watched the animated movie.
One.
What?
The ancient one?
I think that's his name. I feel like he has a regular name that he refers to him, but I can't remember what it is. In the comics and in the forms of media that I saw, it's like this old Asian dude, this, like a sensei, like someone you would assume would be like this Asian mystic shit. And instead it's Tilda Swinton.
So
I'm not even necessarily annoyed with the whole whitewashing of it, but I am annoyed with that. I think that's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree that it is whitewashing. It is a character who has been generally portrayed as one race and is now another, and is white, which is kind of like don't really, because and the issue with whitewashing, is because there's a point where I was kind of a douche where I was like, but you cast black people in white roles, and it's like, well, white people have been doing this for like 100 years, so it's annoying. Like Cleopatra is white, and it's like, wait, what? No.
I wouldn't even say that. It's just like you have plenty of talented Asian actors. The point is, it's not like the Mandarin where they were so terrified of being racist. We can't cast an Asian guy as the Mandarin, even though it's about how you write them. In this particular case, there's no, or with the Khan situation. In this situation, there's no reason why it has to be a white woman and not an Asian man. Because is it stereotypical that there's a wise Asian mystic? Well, maybe, but
it's the character.
It's the character. Like sometimes casting Tilda Swinton in an odd choice, like in the Bob Dylan movie, or like making her Gabriel in the Constantine movie. Like sometimes casting Tilda Swinton in those kind of parts works. Here it's like, she's a great actress, but doesn't need it.
She does pull off the weird androgynous, almost angelic look.
Oh yeah,
which is cool. It does add a certain something, but
there's a strength to him.
But is he ready?
Be careful which paths you travel down, Strange. Stronger men than you have lost their way. I am death. In pain. You'll die protecting this world.
I think actually I do kind of find cool about it. About the whole little circle of these, I don't know, do I call them mages?
They're sorcerers.
I'm gonna call them mages for ease of conversation. I could be wrong, but it's just we're gonna call them for now.
Okay.
You have a white person, an Asian person, and a black guy.
Right.
And it's like you have this multiracial kind of circle of people who are like the people in charge, which is cool. You could tell that in the second trailer they showed more of them to show you, hey, we're not racist. We have other people here who are in roles of power. Please don't hate us. We've already shot the film. We've been in post-production for months. All the effects are done. Please, God. This cost us so much. This cost us like so much money.
Jesus.
Please just like the movie. It's like that was that shot. There's other films that do that too, where like they release a trailer and then everyone complains that everyone's white, and then the next trailer has more black people. Oh yeah, it was Gods of Egypt that did that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then trailer 2, they had the obvious shot of like, look, we have the black god. Don't cry anymore. We're not racist.
That movie is dog shit, though, I will say.
Yeah, but yeah, it is whitewashing. Hopefully, and the film as a whole, because I can okay, I can't forgive whitewashing, but I could ignore it for an hour and a half to enjoy a film.
That's fair.
I don't like it, but I can put it aside to just enjoy a story for a minute.
After the Khan thing, I'm just so broken on that front. I'm like, whatever. They're gonna do things to seem more politically correct for stupid reasons. But, I just kind of get.
I am gonna say, don't boycott the movie because of this. It's probably gonna be a fantastic movie, but people should still, whenever this happens, be like, hey, don't do that. And if we keep doing that enough, they'll learn. If we keep saying no, they'll get it in their heads that people are saying no.
Yeah.
So we have to keep raising up our voices about it.
I can't do this. There is no other way.
I've spent so many years peering through time, looking for you.
What's this, my mantra?
The Wi-Fi password. We're not savages.
But all in all, the trailer looks good. Mads Mikkelsen, fantastic. The effects look trippy as hell. There's some humor in there. There's some humor in there that's nice. Like the Wi-Fi joke was fucking hysterical.
That was honestly I didn't really like that.
It was a bit, but
the one because I think what that basically was to me, most of it seems like this really intriguing, ethereal, mysterious thing, and then that felt like the little tagged on. Oh, don't worry, we're a Marvel film. You're gonna have fun. And
See,
it's like
the movie's funny because we laughed there.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a completely serious film.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was to me. I'm like, no, I don't like. Please don't have like references and like tell me about. Oh, remember that thing that happened in New York? Oh, this is as weird as a guy wielding a hammer and lightning and
I thought it was cute and I laughed a lot.
No, it was. I don't know.
You don't want that to be like throughout the film.
No, but
I don't want them to break up the mood with that like every single time.
I saw that in the concept of the movie where I think it'll fall is, you have the car crash, we have the journey to this place, and we meet these people, and Doctor Strange is probably like kind of scared and like just nervous, and the guy kind of does the joke like the Wi-Fi password's like Shambhala written on like really nice paper and like really nice calligraphy, and Doctor Strange is like, oh, what is this? Is this more like weird mystic shit? And the guy just kind of like lightens the mood like, no, it's a Wi-Fi, and it's like a nice like, hey, it's okay, dude. So hopefully not throughout the entire film because you can't with evil Mads Mikkelsen being death and pain. But
yeah, because then you have Thor 2.
Also, was that dude who gave him the Wi-Fi password? Is that the dude from Serenity?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh God.
The operator. And from 12 Years a Slave. Yeah.
I was so horrified.
And from Children of Men.
Oh, that's right.
I've seen Serenity. Of those three.
Wow.
I know that
Anthony
Hulk is
Hopkins.
getting, barbarian armor, and they said that Planet Hulk was going to like play a part of the story.
I'm so mad about that.
Which I want them to make an actual Planet Hulk movie.
The only reason why I'm mad is because I wanted to do the Planet Hulk movie.
Yep, me too. I wanted to do it.
And I'm jealous. And not as jealous though as when James Gunn once said I want to do Squirrel Girl, and I was like, you fuck off. I will fight you, James Gunn. I will kill you.
You could probably kill him.
I will find
here's the thing: is what I wanted the MCU to do, and maybe in some form of reality, maybe not our dimension, but some other, they will do this. Is what I wanted was, Phase 3 is gonna be, them fighting Thanos, and I don't know how the Infinity War split up into two parts. I don't know if that technically means it's Phase 3 and 4.
It is.
But whatever.
Yeah.
I figured that once they finished off Thanos, then they would do or somewhere within that time, you'd get the Planet Hulk story, and then Phase 4 or Phase 5, whatever would be post Thanos, would be fucking World War Hulk. And it would be like this horrifying him coming back for revenge because of what happens at the end of Planet Hulk, because shit goes down that makes him not like the people on Earth anymore. So it's angry, intelligent Hulk out for revenge, and that's fucking horrifying.
That's why I wanted it so bad.
But but that's too dark for the
They weren't going
MCU.
to do. They didn't say that they're doing all of Planet Hulk. They're doing parts of it, so they're probably starting the plot line.
You know what they're going to do? I've already heard some leaked things. They're going to do like a gladiator match between Thor and Hulk. That's probably the most they'll do, honestly.
Jesus. But yeah, I'm hyped for the movie because it's another director, so hopefully this new person will do better. It has Bruce Banner in it. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
Hopefully the buddy cop movie will be great.
Mark Ruffalo is absolutely fantastic. I was really, 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 really skeptical of him in Avengers because I loved Ed Norton in Incredible Hulk.
Yeah,
but he fucking nailed it, and he has been nailing it since.
But yeah, that was kind of Thor Ragnarok. No leaks for Spider-Man yet.
All we know is some of the character names.
That's it, really.
But I am intrigued.
And Vulture's in it.
Vulture. They compared it to Breakfast Club.
Which sounds interesting.
It sounds interesting. And I'm like, oh, that could be fun. It could be like, I know you guys are going to cringe because you fucking hate this movie for no good reason. But I hope it's kind of like Ant-Man, how it's more like down to earth and like simple. Yeah. And not like too crazy as like that's my issue with some MCU films is like, but we have to make it be huge and there has to be like a world-ending destruction device, and oh my god, there has to be a big fight in the city. And that's the reason why I like Ant-Man so much, is like it's just a heist movie. The most that happens is a building gets destroyed, maybe two.
I mean, as long as they don't have racist stereotypes perpetrating a heist, then you know.
And the guy saying "I want your daddy too," but maybe if Michael Keaton said that, maybe.
Oh, I could see that.
Was there racist stuff in Ant-Man? I didn't get that at all. I'm supposed to be the one who picks out that shit. We're not here to talk about Ant-Man. I meant to just reference it real quick
well,
exactly.
I think what they're signifying with the title Spider-Man Homecoming is it's going to be just a story in this kid's life, and having the Vulture be the villain, he's not an archenemy. He's not a B-lister, but the Vulture's like, he's not like some grand threat. He's just a villain, and it's like going to be simple. Like Spider-Man works really well when it's a simple just adventure, Yeah. Like
I will say, what's the name of the kid? Tom Holland or whatever?
Yeah.
I heard he was really, really good in Civil War, which I haven't seen yet because I'm a terrible person.
Dude, he was great in Civil War.
Yeah,
but I'm really, really, really glad it's not a fucking origin story, because
thank God.
We know, we understand. We know who Spider-Man is. Great power, great responsibility. We get it. We get it. Just do a fucking story.
It was one of the cool stuff in Civil War, was just like all that really happened was, hey, we know you're a thing. Here's your suit.
Yeah.
It was cool. Civil War was nice in that aspect, not nice in some others, but anyway.
That's the thing. I feel like with Spider-Man, and kind of a tangential connection here, but what I feel like the Batman movie is going to be like, I want my live action superhero movies to be like the animated superhero movies, where it's like, we're going to tell a story from the comics. We don't have to introduce these characters. We don't have to tell you these huge backstories and give them all these motivations. You just know them. These are the characters from the comics. They're doing a story from the comics. And it looks like they're doing that.
I will disagree with only some characters. For characters like Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, you don't gotta tell an origin story.
Yeah.
But there are some where people will be like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But that's Spider-Man,
But Spider-Man's like, no, you can just jump in and tell a story. But with some other characters, like, if they just come out with a Captain Marvel film that's not a semi-origin story, I'm gonna be confused.
Oh, yeah.
Let me put it this way. You can always have a story that's them established, and then you have flashbacks or references to their past that factors into the plot. It's just how you tell it, honestly.
Like Deadpool.
Yeah, no, exactly like Deadpool. Because Deadpool wasn't an origin story.
Or pull a Black Panther, where they kind of have his origin be part of the plot of another person's thing.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Luke Cage's origin was in Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
See, that's what I like too. But you have to, with some characters, you have to establish. You can't just run in and be like, yeah, this is a story. And it's like, well, I don't know who the fuck that is. But
absolutely. I was just saying, after phase 1 and phase 2, we've had so many superhero origin stories that if you're going to start us off, don't make it feel like an origin story. Don't make it be like this is the story of the day I died, or just
was that
we've seen it a million times.
Reference?
Mix it up. What was that?
I said, was that a fucking Rose reference?
I was thinking Tangled randomly, but
oh, okay. It's just whatever.
Well, that's kind of why I like Guardians, because it's not an origin story on every character. It's an origin story about the team.
Yes,
which is a different way to do it.
Speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy 2,
did you like that? I left that open for you. Was that good?
Yeah, no, see, that's great. That's what I want.
I love how we fucking transition, and we're like, oh man, we did such a good transition. But we
ruined the transition.
High fives.
But we ruined the transition by then stopping our transition to pat ourselves on the back. Yeah.
You just cut that out.
So again, Guardians 2, there's nothing about this either, no footage, but we do know who's going to be in the movie. There's Mantis. There's another character who I forget, who's working for Russell Crowe's character. Russell Crowe's in the movie.
What?
Thank God. Russell Crowe fits in. So if you just watch Russell Crowe in Big Trouble Little China, and then you watch Guardians, you're like,
Kurt Russell, not Russell Crowe. Holy shit. No, they're completely different.
I don't care.
I was like, I was so confused. I was like, what? I know Kurt Russell is in this, but Russell Crowe is...
Really? I'm sorry. I was just.
It is 1:16 a.m., folks, while we're recording.
I'm just gonna cut all that out.
I thought it was funny.
I feel so embarrassed. I didn't even know what I was doing because you were like yelling at me, and I was like, "But I'm just talking about the movie."
Sorry. Yeah, it's
just like, okay. Yes. Anyway, so yeah, Kurt Russell's in the movie.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Again, if you watch him in Big Trouble in Little China and then you watch Guardians, he fits so well.
Yeah.
I feel so embarrassed.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about
it. No, you know what, Sal? This is like what Josiah and I went through when we were talking about all the Macbeth movies. And
I was like,
wait, no, that was Hamlet. Oh god.
Kenneth Branagh's Macbeth.
That means I have to leave it in because I left in your guys's.
Yeah, fucker. Equality, bitch.
I'm all about that equality, unless it's about you guys being above me or maybe I don't know.
Yes.
Someone else talk about this. I don't want to talk anymore.
No, there's nothing to talk about. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It's kind of...
The Mantis is in it. Who's Mantis? No one knows.
That's my point.
Have they said if Thanos is in it again, or?
I don't think they have.
I don't think they have either.
Baby Groot
Guardians Volume
is
2.
a thing.
What was that?
I think they've confirmed that not Nova. What's her name?
Nebula.
Nebula. Thank you.
Welcome.
She's in it.
Yeah, and she might be going to the good side.
No.
Yeah, well, that would be boring.
Baby Groot.
Yeah, they've mentioned that Groot is going to be different from how he was in First Guardians because he's little now.
Which is cool because sacrifice has consequence.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's good. I remember them saying at the panel that it's like 6 months after the first Guardians. Mm-hmm. They're now renowned as heroes, and they're kind of dealing with that because they saved the galaxy. So everyone's like, "Oh my god, the Guardians!"
Yeah,
you know.
I've heard that Quinn is like trying to be a responsible leader.
Yeah, he's like shit. Now I have to kind of take care of people. I heard Yondu is joining the Guardians as like an official member now.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the team is growing.
And his hair is grown out. Looks more like the comics.
Is it? That's awesome.
That's what they've said.
Hey guys, I got some news.
What?
Did you know Sylvester Stallone has been cast as a Nova Corps member?
Yes, I did hear that. Fuck.
I hope he does the Judge Dredd voice.
I thought that was a joke.
I had that in the back of my mind. I was just like, wait, someone's playing like a Nova Corps member. It's really important. Sylvester Stallone.
I thought that was a joke. Is it serious?
No, it's for real.
It could not be more serious.
Sylvester Stallone? Oh my god, I typed in G and it popped up.
I hope that everyone who's around him who gets casted has to be shorter, or else he has to stand on a soapbox.
No, they're actually going to show how short he is.
I hope. Like, I love you, Sylvester Stallone, but sometimes you need to be taken down a peg.
Oh my god.
Rambo versus Snake.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was that how the film will end?
I hope.
I hope so. I hope that they say, oh, he's a Nova Corps member, but he's actually the main villain.
Yeah.
I hope he says that I am the law.
So who knows?
All right, so
who knows shit about Ego the Living Planet? Who is this character?
I do, but I'm not going to talk about it because it's spoilers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I mean, like he's like a main character. So what? I mean,
he's a big planet with the beard. Hopefully, they film this close to the Hateful Eight, and he has the same exact facial hair.
Oh, that'd be pretty funny.
That'd be epic. But thank you all for joining us on our Marvel talk. That was fun. Yeah, join us next time when we talk about horror movies. What?
Hello.
And some horror movies you might not be expecting.
No, definitely, probably not someone we're expecting.
Mainly because we ran out of categories. So
no, they're so scary.
They're terrifying. Thanks,
their
everyone.
own way.
Yeah.
No, they are.
What's this, my mantra?
Oh, catchphrase!
It's not going to be entirely a dramatic
We're not savages.
because we laughed there.